Salmy, I owe you an apology. I am
It's
so sorry.
it's fine, man. We didn't know.
We
We didn't
just
know.
we've we definitely didn't know. We
No.
came off out of this year. We've played so many good games, so many fun actiony games. We even
Yes.
explored other things than Metroidvanias. 2022 has been a great year. But
Yeah.
then look at me. I've had so much fun with Game Pass games. Then hey, this one looks cool and it's claiming to be a 3D Metroidvania game. Cool. The setting also sounds very cool. You're like a computer virus and you're gonna hack into a system. That's an original idea. Let's give it a shot. And we
Yeah.
decided to review Recompile. And Recompile is a game by Fee Games. They're a studio in Manchester, UK. And
Mhm.
I am sorry, Fee Games, I am unfamiliar with your other games. You made a game called Tiny Keep, a game called Nuclear Autumn, and a visual novel, MC420. Maybe Recompile was maybe a
It's the black
Metroidvania
sheep.
was more than what your abilities were able to do. I know game making games is hard. I am not a game developer, but as a game player, I can wholeheartedly say do not play Recompile. And
No.
we learned a
Definitely.
little lesson. Every game that
Yeah.
we've played, we've gone by the trailers, but we've gone by word of mouth or by the art style. And in that, Recompile gets some points. At first glance, it looks great. The trailers look very actiony, very jumpy, puzzly type of stuff. But we never looked at the reviews because we don't usually let that influence us. But
Yeah.
for context, Recompile in Metacritic, the PC version, has a 6 out of 10 for critic reviews and has a 4 out of 10 for user scores, and that's for the
Ooh.
PC version. Then on the Xbox version, that's the one that I tried, has a
Yeah.
5 out of 10 by critics and again a 4 out of 10 by users. So
Oh
there
boy.
is something to these user scores. I read through a few of them, and the common complaints are the lighting is too much. That I don't think you reach the area, but there are areas where there are
Mm-hmm.
a green light and you have to do something to make that green light turn off, because the green light will either make a shield that you need to lower or it will continually spawn enemies. And talking about the enemies, the third person shooting isn't great. Your character slows down when you are in aim
Yeah.
mode, and you can't shoot without being in aim mode. And I did not like that part of the game, so at least I thought I would have fun with the puzzles and the jumping, the exploration, the Metroidvania type of stuff. And as I said, we are craving good 3D Metroidvanias. Other than the Metroid Prime games, I guess the Lords of Shadow games and Control, there aren't many 3D Metroidvanias. Jedi Fallen Order sorta fits that narrative, but it focuses a lot on combat, so it's like a Metroidvania inspired Souls-like. Too many genres.
Oh, okay.
Too many
Yeah.
genres.
There's a lot in there.
I
Yeah.
want you to try that game, but we'll do that later. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I tried to find something good, like the puzzles, the platforming, or the shooting, and none of it was satisfactory in Recompile. I did not have a good time, and sadly, halfway through the second area, I wrote to you and I told you, man, I will not make you finish this game. I need your opinions ASAP, because unless you love this game and tell me there's more good ahead, then I won't finish it. Let me tell you about one part. There are continually spawning enemies,
Mm-hmm.
and the game, who designed this? You have to kill an enemy, go back to the save point, kill another enemy, go back to the save point, kill another enemy, go back to the save point, because once you
the
clear
hell?
them, then you can safely platform an area to open an elevator. And I got 3 guns. I never got a double jump that you can see in the trailer, but I did get a dash. And let me tell you, that's one of the worst feeling dashes I've ever thought. And I don't want to be mean on this game, but this game does not deliver. It is all aesthetics, no substance. It doesn't look like people even playtested the game, or whoever playtested this game got all the powers in the tutorial. They had the double jump, they had the dash, they had all the guns or something, because it does not feel well. And the progression system is stingy, with the jumping being so not precise. Just give me the double jump
Inconsistent.
out of the gate. And I'm sorry I haven't let you talk, Salmy. I just needed to get it all out.
No,
And
yeah, I get you. Don't worry. I'll have my 2 or 3 cents to say about this
yeah,
after you. Trust me.
I'll let you talk soon. Sorry about that. I just wanted
Don't
to
worry
say
about it.
and
Don't worry.
let it be clear that we did not finish Recompile. I was not gonna force Salmy to finish this game, and I won't finish this game because I was not having fun, and it pains me to say that everything looks good. I this game calls out to me, but then when it's in motion, when I'm actually behind the control, it just let me down. So
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna get to our score, and it's not gonna be great. But first, I want to know what you thought. Tell me what you thought of the art style, the jumping, the shooting, and your general experience with Recompile.
All
Take
right.
it away.
So I'm gonna be flat out clear about this. I feel even bad about quote unquote reviewing this game because technically I didn't finish it, so I can't exactly say that my score will be like a review of it. However, my experiences with Recompile, I am gonna apologize for being absolutely mean and unrelenting in the words that I'm about to say. But this game is trash. It's horrible. It's unbalanced. It's inconsistent. I hate it with every fiber of my being, every pixel that is in my body. Whenever I get taken a photo of it or a video off, it hates this game. Every little part of me hates this game. It's horrible. Like no, just don't play it. Just don't play it. It's free on Game Pass. Just skip it. Skip it. If there is an option to hide video games in Game Pass, just hide it and never look at it. Just don't, okay? Because this game is horrible. Like like the physics are all over the place, and like I got stuck. Like I only played for like an hour or two. I know that I quit way way earlier than you did. I know I did because I didn't even get the dash. But I had so many glitches happen on that hour or two that I was playing. I got stuck in so many places. I faced through so many flat surfaces. Like I remember that I was texting you about this, and there were times where I was trying to shoot an enemy or something, and I was trying to jump somewhere to like get some flooring, and so I could dodge the enemy projectiles because
What
that's another
dodge?
thing.
What dodge?
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Like I never found any dodge movement whatsoever in that, at least in the two areas that I played. I never found something that I could use to dodge because all I could do was just move around very slowly because your character's normal movement is really slow. The jump is how do I put this? The jump it does not feel right. It feels very off, and it comes into play like that feeling. It comes into play when you're starting to do the platforming segments of the game, if you can call it a platforming segment. It sometimes your character falls off. I mean, let's go. Let's talk about the tutorial level. Like in order to move around from one section to another in that tutorial level, you need to go on top of some tubes or something, and those tubes are freaking slippery. And it's horrible because you're trying to maneuver. There's some enemies floating around, and there was one that almost freaking killed me because I was in those tiny ass tubes, and I was trying to maneuver to try to not get hit while being on aim mode, trying to shoot at the enemy, trying to survive. But I almost I was in a place where I couldn't move like at all because the flooring was just non-existent. So I had just stay in one place and try to shoot the enemy to kill it, because if I moved, I would just fall down and I would die. So it was like either you die or you die. there's no options here. It was horrible, and I feel like I did like some sort of skip in the tutorial because I was trying to go back. I got to a section where there was an elevator that was broken, and I was like, oh wait, no, I want to actually activate this elevator. I was on the top floor, and the elevator was not going up, and I was like, oh wait, I need to activate this. You can't fall down because you take fall damage. So I was like, okay, well, let me try to like return from where I was actually going there, which was through the freaking tube thingies that you have to go on top. You can't. You couldn't. I couldn't go back. The game just pretty much locked me to that area, and whatever it is that I was not able to explore, nah, man. No exploring for you. Like you're screwed. You're stuck in there. Then it's kind of your fault because you were trying to like I don't know sequence break, I guess.
I didn't
I
know.
didn't
I
even
didn't
know.
know that. Did you see the bridge falling? Did you get to see that at least?
I didn't. I don't even
Oh,
know what.
so that's what happened in the tutorial.
Hmm.
There is a bridge to get to the first area of the game, and
Hmm.
as you're walking towards the first area door, the bridge
Yeah.
collapses, and you see this little sequence, and then you have to go back to that elevator that you mentioned.
Oh.
I guess since you got to the elevator first, you didn't sequence break. I guess you skipped
Yeah.
skipped the bridge segment, and it froze the elevator and didn't let you go back down.
Yeah.
So
Basically.
it cut you off. It banned you or punished you out of a cutscene, out of a little world building,
Yeah.
just because you went the wrong way, quote unquote, the
Hmm.
wrong way. It's a Metroidvania. This
Yeah.
game, man, you're
I know. Like that's the thing. This game doesn't really tell you either, like which way you have to go, or at least if it tells you, I did not understand it because it was talking in a the whole interactions between the programmer, I guess, which is called Janus. I don't even remember the name of the guy. But the interactions between you and the programmer or whatever, I did not understand a single thing because let me be honest with you, I'm not a tech guy in terms like you talk tech to me and I am lost. I'm not a smart person in that aspect. I'm not. But yeah, like if there's something that I missed, I don't know. I will never know for real because the game just locked itself up for me and I was punished for it. I was punished for not knowing, basically, and that's bullcrap. I'm sorry. Goddamn.
It definitely is, and you touch on the storytelling. I don't have any complaints about it because I didn't get deep into the game. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're getting directions or orders from someone called Janice, which is, we presume it's a human outside the
Yeah.
computer while you are the virus inside the computer. So
Hmm.
that's, as I said, interesting ideas, but not really well executed. And you mentioned the jumping. I want to touch on that. You don't like
Yes.
how the jumping feels. I actually like the jumping, but you know what doesn't mix with the jumping?
What?
The platforms. It's like they
Yeah.
designed the jumping in one game and they designed the platforms in another game. You mentioned the tubes were slippery. They're perfectly round. We've been jumping on round stuff in many games. Take, for example, Mario 64 or Super Mario Sunshine, and the
Yes.
tubes are round, but the when you're walking on it, when you're walking up or down a tube, the programming, whoever designed it on the back end, it's a flat surface. It looks round,
Yeah.
but it behaves like a flat surface. In
Mhm.
Recompile, if something looks round, it behaves like a round thing. And it just blows my mind that they claim to be inspired by Metroidvanias, but then they ignore all the fundamentals of 3D platforming, and they're trying
Yes.
to solve 3D platforming when it was already solved. Like, did you play Crash Bandicoot? Did you play any
Mhm.
game that already solved this? Yes, it looks round, but really it is flat. It's just looking round to make it look cool.
Yes.
So I don't know why they made it feel and behave like a round thing. That, to me,
I don't
that's
know.
horrible. And I want to say one thing, in case
Yes.
you think we're, people that are listening to us think we're just complaining. No, we can take jank. We don't mind if a game is a little broken. We don't mind if there are little glitches, but this game is not little glitches. It's not a little bit broken. A lot of it is broken. There is a secret once in the tutorial. Once you get the jump, there's a secret in the distance.
Mhm.
Perfectly easy to get. You just need to do 3 jumps.
Yeah.
The walls, you can use the walls as a stopping point if you don't know the jump well, if you don't want to judge the distance, but you can actually fall through that wall. Just jump,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to stop at a wall and then turn to get the secret. You can jump through that wall. So
Yep.
everything is inconsistent in this game. So it's not jank. I don't want to people who think that we're complaining about glitches. We can take glitches. We can take
Yeah.
unfinished stuffs here and there. But everywhere, it's like someone took a cheese grater and cheese grated all of the walls and all of the platform, all of the flooring, because it's full of holes. And they are invisible holes, which makes it
Mm-hmm.
even worse.
Exactly. Like I said, like in that hour or two that I was playing, I fell so many times through like a floor that looked concrete as hell. Like I was like, okay, this is supposed to be solid. Why am I facing through it? And why am I suddenly falling down to nothingness? Because that's another thing. In that tutorial, when you fall down, you take forever to like die when you fall down, and then you reconstruct yourself back
Un-
in the safe ground.
until you
That's
reach the end of the void, it'll just show
yeah,
you that falling animation, and that's cool exactly once.
yeah.
Once. You want to see that once in the game and never again. Please just load me back.
It's
So
I saw it so many times, and it was for the stupidest things, man. Like like I said, I faced through so many floors that they look solid, my guy. It's supposed to be solid. I'm supposed to be able to fall there, and no, no, no. The game said like, no, no, no. I'm gonna make you fall because I feel like it. There was even one time where I actually jumped into like the next platform, right? And the freaking game just said, "Nope, I don't feel like you should have made this jump." And it just like faced me to a little bit to the right, and it made me fall down to the void. And I was like, "No, no, I'm done with this game. I can't."
yeah,
Like
I
that
think
was
you stopped in an area where there were a lot of platforms that were triangle shaped.
yes, yes,
That area also kind of messes with you, and that's not one more complaint, one more fault. Let's say this is a fault of the game. It is not
yeah,
very accessible. I know that the theme is to be inside a computer and all that, but it is very glitchy and it is very hard to see. Salmy and I both wear corrective lenses, but that's
yeah.
not the issue. There, like, we can see perfectly fine enough to beat a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
If we had even less vision or we had any sort of more extreme type of handicap, this game would be completely unplayable. We wouldn't even
Yeah.
touch it because there are not they don't even try to have decent accessibility features. This game just has some ideas and just goes for it without looking for at anything else or everyone else. It's like they developed this in a box in a faraway island with blinders, and they didn't play any other game while they were playing while they were making this. And
Yeah.
who play tested this again? Who play tested this game?
Who I don't know who did, but they need to be fired.
Yeah, and
Nah, nah.
we,
I'm being a little bit rough, but
we,
yeah,
we didn't pay for this game. As we said, we're playing it on Game Pass, and
yeah,
there are some good games there, but this one is definitely a dud. And as I said in the beginning, I would not recommend this game. Salmi said
definitely
you can
not.
skip it, and I'm with him. So having played 3.5 hours of this game, there were full of frustration. Like, my level of awe and like the bright eye, you get bright eyed when you turn on a new game. Look, how cool is this gonna be? How are the
Mm-hmm.
bosses? I like this aesthetic. Let me get into the story. The lights just kept dimming and dimming and dimming until it snuffed out any sort of excitement I had for this game, and I was left with an ugly red and green glare that this game does. So I'm ready to score it if you are, Salmi.
Yeah, I feel bad for scoring it again because I didn't really finish this, so I can't say that this is a fair review in a way, but it's just that I just don't want to keep playing this. Like the first hour or two was enough for me to be like, nope, I'm not. I'm done. I'm done with this game. So let's just put a big fat score on it. Just cause,
Yeah,
yeah.
I differ from you. I wanted to finish this game. This game didn't want me to play it. This
Oh yeah,
game kept punishing me for playing it, and it kept getting worse, not better. So,
yeah.
on the merits of the soundtrack, which is really cool and like a little techno inspired, and the visual design, because I don't think they executed it well, but it's designed decently enough. I give this game a 2 out of 10.
I'm actually gonna be even meaner. Can I give it a 0 out of 10? Oh
You
my!
can give it a 0 if that's
I,
how
I'm
you feel. If you don't think there
yeah,
was anything redeemable about this game, that's
no,
fine. And
yeah,
as for future games, we will be extra cautious, and I hope that
yes,
they can make a comeback, they can make a redemption, because I know working on a game is hard, and you don't. I'm not saying you don't deserve, but no one wants to see 4 out of 10s as we can see on PC and Xbox. I know you don't want that score, so
no,
we're hope for the best for you, free games, and we're gonna be playing another game,
yeah.
Salmy.
Oh boy, yeah.
So
We are.
we will be back. Stick to our YouTube channel, stick to our social media. We post about every game that we play. And don't forget, you can leave a comment and recommend, or write us on Twitter and recommend us more Metroidvania action type games. So,
Yes.
thank you for this for being with me in this review, Salmi. I know it was a little bit painful.
Yeah. No, don't worry. Hey, like I said, we didn't know. We
I'm
were we
so
were none the
sorry to
wiser.
make you play this
Nah,
game.
it's fine. We didn't know, and honestly, I went to this game just blindly. Like you at least search for like a trailer and whatnot. I didn't even do that. I was just like, oh yeah, just download this game and let's try it. Why not? So I had no idea. I was none the wiser. But hey, like sometimes we how do you say it?
We
We
strike
strike
out.
gold. Yeah, sometimes we strike gold. Sometimes we just strike out. So hey,
We strike poop.
ah.
Until next time, we'll be back. Thank you.
All right, later.